Hello, buddy. My name is MrBonesy, and 2023 is almost over. By tomorrow, it's gonna be 2024, the new year. Woo! I hope you guys had a good year this year. This year was kind of neutral for me. Nothing crazy happened. Nothing insane. Like crazy things happened to people I know, but for me personally, nothing really out of the ordinary. I have a whole thing written out of stuff we've did on the channel this year. And every time I do this for each year, I'm always baffled by games that I've done. I'm like, man, I've done a lot. Like, year is a lot of time to play a lot of different games. And it's kind of always a shock to, like, write down stuff. And I'm like, man, I haven't thought about that game in years. Like, I thought that was a long time ago. So, I'm going to just start listing, like, information and stuff for, like, that I've done on the channel as like, a recap and review of the whole year. It's kind of crazy to even think about this because it's just we've done a lot. Like first of all, I'll say this. This is like probably the year where I've done the most videos with other people that I knew. Well, at least by a long shot. Like I did a lot of videos. Like Widget is one of the OGs. He's been on my channel from the very beginning. Same thing with my friend Red. Although he rarely ever shows up, but I think he showed up like maybe once or twice on the channel. But like my friends like Kotaro, who would rarely show up, showed up a lot more. And gotta like do a little like nudge for next year. He's gonna definitely be on more videos. Cloudy and we always been doing stuff, but now we have Demise and Nolan, and I think this year's the year where I actually got to meet them too. I don't think I knew them last year, and if I did, we didn't do anything on the channel. So like done a lot of stuff with those guys, and there's still more stuff to come with those guys. Those guys are amazing. I'll link everyone I'm mentioning down below. But all the games we've done, I'm gonna just start listing them off, and I'll just say like little notes basically, but like for each one, or like my thoughts or stuff about them. Because other than that, I don't know what to talk about this year, because nothing really happened to my life personally, and anything that would have happened is like a little too like I wouldn't want to share, you know, basic stuff. So I'll just start listing. We did Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek, which kind of forgot I did that game. That game was not the best, honestly. One of the few games where I'm like, this game sucks. And Hello Neighbor in general is just kind of not really a good series. I'm gonna be honest, just my opinion. Hello Neighbor, that game cost like $30 or something like that. It cost a lot of money. I have the game on the Xbox, and I remember it still has the GameStop tag. My phone went off, and it was my emails, so that kind of interrupted me. But I'm not gonna edit this as much. We did the Hanged Man. We started it last year, but it was at December, so I finished it this year. Hangman was like the fourth game of the Man series, which is actually kind of nice to say I finished that series off. Because I did the Crooked Man when I started my channel, and I finished it this year. The whole like, not trilogy, it's the thing above a trilogy, quadrilogy. So glad to say I finished that. 7 Days to Die. I played that. Didn't do much videos on that because once again, 7 Days to Die is a sandbox game, and I'm gonna be honest, sandbox games are not my cup of tea. I struggle with sandbox games. I always have to have a goal in mind when I play something. So something about just being thrown into the middle of nothing, and you're like, play. I'm just like, okay. That's why Skyrim and Fallout have been taking so long to be finished, because I'm just like, I could beat the game, but I'm either too weak to be at that stage, or I'm just kind of like aimlessly running around, kind of. Fallout, I'm almost done. Fallout 3 is almost finished, but so I want to get better. I want to get better guns before finishing it, so I'm just doing the side quest. Skyrim, I have no clue. I barely looked at the game. That game is more harder, I don't know. Both of those games are hard. Alien Isolation, which I started this year and finished. That was a good series. I really liked playing Alien Isolation. Sadly, there's no other. I could have sworn people were talking about how there was going to be a sequel of Alien Isolation in the works. I'm unsure. I heard stuff about that during that time I was playing it, or after I was done playing it. Don't know what that was about. We did Stardew Valley, which, once again, didn't finish that series on the channel, but it's one of those Let's Plays that is really hard to finish. Because when I did my first part, it was just my friend Nolan, and that was me, like, just doing it. And then, like, I was like, okay. But I was recording me playing it with Widget and Red for the first time. And I have like thousands of recordings. So I was like, I'll just edit this and make it the video series. gonna be heavily edited because 90% of the time we were just talking about life. So it was just actual conversations. I was like, I'll just edit this stuff out until it's like funny bits or just in general bits. And since that game doesn't have an ending, we just stopped playing it at some point. So I'm just sitting here like, I have some footage, but I don't have a goal anymore. I kind of centered around certain, like, the videos about certain things, but just randomly just editing clips, and it'll be like 5 minutes or something. I don't know what to do with that rest of the footage. I still have it. I don't know anything about what to do for Stardew Valley. And I want to go back into Stardew Valley, but once again, Stardew Valley is kind of just like, it can be endless. You can just keep playing. I guess there is an ending. I think there's like a community board where if you finished all the tasks on there, there is nothing else to do. But I don't know if I do jump back into it, it'll be fun, but I don't know when I will. Amanda the Adventurer came out this year. Pretty good. They had a trailer for the second one. So I think I watched it for a few seconds. Didn't finish watching it, but I'm excited to see how that turns out, because that game was actually really interesting. I like how it turned out. Apparently Baldi Basics also got an update. I don't know when I'll touch that, because Baldi's Basics is like okay, but I don't want to make a whole video on Baldi. Maybe, I don't know. I'll think about it. Wrapped up Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I did all the side stories, the plus added content. That was pretty okay, not crazy. It wasn't like actual DDLC. Sons of the Forest came out this year and did that with Widget. Pretty cool. Sadly, the game when we played it, like, I think we said our true thoughts in those videos at the end, at least. I'll just recap from what I remember. Sadly, the game's story was not good, in my opinion. The game is kind of rushed, at least it felt rushed. It's getting updates now. Keep getting notifications about like, oh, update patch 13, we added like this new gun or new plot stories and stuff like that. But I don't see myself going back to that game to record videos, because like we pretty much beat the game, and like the stuff they're just adding are like little tiny stuff, so it's more of just less just improving the game. Maybe I'll jump back into it when they are finished with the game. The benefit we had with the first Forest when I recorded it was that it was already done. Like, there was no more like updates for it. It was finished. So like that game was enjoyable to play for the channel. Sons of the Forest, the problem was that we just played as soon as it came out. So that was the problem there. But I still, regardless of it being like the story being bad, I enjoyed the game a lot. It just was disappointing. Not as disappointed as Widget felt. Widget was devastated. He was like watching interviews. He was watching all kinds of videos on it. He's like, oh, I'm excited. And I'm like, don't get your hopes up. Quite literally, it was like shattered as soon as the game came out. We did 3D All-Stars. We did all 3 Mario games this year. Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. I was kind of impressed that we did all of those in the span of this year. But, it was nice to wrap up that trilogy. It's kind of weird to say it's a trilogy because those games are all vastly... I guess Sunshine and 64 are similar, but they're all vastly different. So it's weird to say them are a trilogy. It's also like strange because like Galaxy 2 is a thing, which I, funny enough, pulled out my Wii and I shoved it in like one of my drawers, and I was like, I'll play Galaxy 2 someday. But I don't know if the quality is going to look good because it's going to be Wii like graphics. It's going to be like not 4K or whatever. But I don't know. I'll think about that too as a Let's Play series. Observation Duty, I did 3 and 4. I think these games are old. Or at least now they're old. There's a 6th one and a 5th one. I'll do that next year. So stay tuned for that if you liked me doing Observation Duty. Those games are fun because usually I'll make a video on me trying to do it. It'll be like 30 minutes or something on each map. I'll try to like beat it. And most of the time I don't beat them because they're impossible. So I like getting Kotaro to jump in on it with me and just like record and with him, like him and me trying to beat each map because it's interesting. I finally dabbled into Roblox. Not saying that I'm like ashamed of anything. If anything, Roblox is one of those games where when it was first being a thing, everyone's like, it's kind of like Fortnite where nobody's like, oh, I don't want to play that kid's game. And that at some point it's just like everyone plays it, and it's like it's pretty good now. Plus, most of the time I'm just doing it with Widget. So I don't think most of the Roblox videos I do by myself, the games are recommended by Widget. I don't usually just dive into Roblox myself, honestly. I finally dabbled into FNAF fan games, or the better, Five Nights at Freddy's fan games. I was always like wanting to wrap up everything Five Nights at Freddy's before I touched the fan games, and despite the fact that I touched the fan games, I didn't finish all the FNAF games. I still have Ultimate Custom Night to touch, I think. I think there's might be one more? I think it's just Ultimate Custom Night. I might go to Ultimate Custom Night. I don't know. That game is going to be hard to record because, like, there's no goal. The goal is just Custom Night. So, like, I could just make my own stuff. So, I don't know if I will go into Custom Night. Maybe I will. I'm definitely I'm not going to do 50-20 mode. Because that's going to be impossible. But the FNAF fan games I've touched this year is Treasure Islands. Pretty good. I think the sequel is out. I'm saying that with quotes because I think the demo for it is out or something. I saw something about it being out. I remember keeping an eye on it when I was playing that fan game, but it was like the thing that was available was like an April Fool's thing. And now I think something of it released. I'm unsure. I haven't really looked into it. And I also did the remake of Five Nights at Candy's. So I definitely will do the second and third one of Candy's eventually. I also got recommended other Five Nights at Freddy's games that I will play next year. Weird to say next year, even though it's tomorrow, technically. So stay tuned for those. I will definitely dabble into a lot more fan games because they're really good. Gotta give them credit. MyHouse.wad, that Doom mod. Oh my god, that is the most amazing mod I've seen for a game. Especially for a game that's not a horror game, and it became the most scariest thing. MyHouse.wad was truly an experience, and it makes me sad. I said it in that video when I recorded it, but it makes me sad that I never truly got to show my first time reactions to it. Because it was one of those moments where you're eating food while watching YouTube. I just saw the MyHouse.wad scariest Doom mod, and when I read it or like clicked on it, my brain was thinking like, oh, it's Doom mod, so it must be like that mod itself must be like old or something, or like, oh, it's like this is like a video talking about like the past or something, or like something old. I didn't think it was like it came out recently. So, and as I was watching, I was like, oh my god, that looks so amazing. And I was like, oh, I gotta record this. I gotta like, but I already watched like that full that full like documentary about it. So it's just kind of like I just recorded it just to show it off. I was like, this game's amazing. Garden of Banban has been something that's been going on this year. I only played the first one. I didn't want to play the thousands of games they're releasing. They release every game. Like, they release games every few days. It's honestly shocking. I don't know if I ever will go into Garden of Banban. Maybe I will. I've been hearing stuff about it. It's always like in the mix. It's always like good stuff and bad stuff about it. If I ever were to go into Garden of Banban, I don't know. Maybe I will. I'll doing it at my own pace. I don't want to just play them all back to back because I've definitely got to play like 2 to like 5 or whatever they're on right now. It's just always discouraging because I don't like seeing the next game come out and then I have to be like, oh, okay, $5 more bucks. It's annoying. It really is annoying. I don't want to like spend that much money every like 5 days for a new game that came out. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's just overall tedious. I did Amnesia Machine for Pigs. That game was okay. It wasn't terrible. I wouldn't say it was the best experience of Amnesia. Better. Definitely the first one was better. It was more story driven, I would say. So it wasn't terrible in any means. There was definitely some glitches I found. So I gotta keep that in mind. I definitely will play Amnesia, the third one, Rebirth. And also there's the Bunker. I don't know what the Bunker is. The Bunker is weird because I heard about that one. I thought it was a fan game that came out because Amnesia like mods and fan games have been a thing for years since the first one. So when I heard the Bunker, I just thought, oh, that's like a fan game. But then it was like on Steam and you could purchase it. And I was like, is this another game by the creators or is it made from fans for? I don't know anything about it. I've never looked into it. I did Corpse Party, which was such a long series. That one lasted a while. Corpse Party is a game I always wanted to play because it was always around. It was always a thing I've heard about from like 2012. So it's like always been interesting to finally play that. And I haven't purchased them yet, but I could. There's the sequel and the Book of Shadows. And then there's like a dating one. I don't know what that one was about. It was a birthday bash one. I think the Book of Shadows comes next and then Corpse Party 2 comes after that. So maybe I'll go into those games in the next year. Maybe. It depends on what's happening. Well, I say that, but I realize I have a whole year to get into those. So I might get into those games. Just don't know when. Choo Choo Charles, I didn't come out this year, I don't think, but I definitely played it this year. the reason why I'm bringing it up is that there's a hard mode. I might do that. Although I heard that if you die, you restart the entire game, and that's discouraging. I don't like games that do that because it's just not fun. It's just kind of just a slugfest. It's like, okay, I died. I have to sit here for another hour. It's just, ugh, it's annoying. Security Breach Ruin came out. That was amazing. I loved it. I'm a FNAF fan. I'll ride until I die, basically. I've been with the series since it came out. So, and most of the mainline games I like, except for Sister Location. So, like, any FNAF content that is released, except for VR ones, I will definitely do my best to record those. Unless I finally get better hardware to record VR games, I'll definitely also record those. Because I don't know. I loved playing Ruin. It was I had a lot of enjoyment out of that one. I did Spyro Reignited. We'll do the second and third one the next year. Sooner or later. I don't know when. Little Nightmares 2. I forgot to write the 2 there. The third one, I don't know anything about, but I will confirm that when that comes up, doing that with Widget. Just gonna throw it out there. That one, if this third one ever comes out, and it's been confirmed that's gonna be 2 players, it's gonna be like a way out. I'm gonna definitely do that with Widget. Whenever I can. I don't know when. I did, and this was like the biggest video project I think I uploaded on the channel, at least in my memory, and from what I wrote down. Left 4 Dead Expert. I did all the Left 4 Dead 1 campaigns on Expert difficulty with Demise, Nolan, and Cloudy. That was truly a memorable experience. I love that. I always will look back on that video. It's 2 hours long of all the campaigns. And truly, we went through phases. We went to sucking at the game to at the very end, we were like actually doing amazing at that game. It was truly an experience. And okay, yeah, I was debating on it. I'm going to just confirm it. The second one is in the works. And what I mean by in the works, it means I'm editing the videos. We already finished recording all the Left 4 Dead 2 on Expert. I'm just editing the whole thing. I started editing it before December, and then I stopped it because I didn't want to upload it during Christmas, and I definitely didn't want to upload it after Christmas because that means I had to quickly edit that immediately after recording all the Krampus stuff. So I didn't want to put that much strain on me. But I can confirm I'm working on the second one. So stay tuned for that. I'll definitely try working on that sooner or later next month. The Boogeyman 2. Played that, didn't finish it. Probably will never finish it. That game is unfair. I literally went back and watched other YouTubers and just other videos of them playing it. And that looks so chaotic. And I'm so impressed that they have the patience to do that. I have patience when it comes to certain games. That is just definitely not one of those games I won't have patience for. It's so tedious and frustrating. And there's a harder night too after the night I stopped at, and it just keeps getting harder and harder, and I'm just like, I'm never gonna finish that game. And also the third one came out. There's a third Boogeyman 3 now, and that came out the month I was playing it. So like honestly, the time I picked like the best time to play the second one because the third one came out. I don't know anything about the third one, but it looks really different. And also, it's not VR compatible. And a lot of people said something about how it's like, this one you could tell it's different because it doesn't have VR, which I never put 2 and 2 together that the first and second, they had that VR. So it's kindly built around it, I think. Although I could be wrong on that. So maybe, I don't know. Something about how there's a third one is interesting. So maybe for next Halloween, expect Boogeyman 3? I don't know, but it's definitely something I have. The Slenderman Arrival had an 20th anniversary or 25th? I think it's the 20 anniversary. Slenderman The Arrival's update came out. It was basically a whole new game. Well, it's not new. It was the same game, but whole new engine, Unity 5. And I played it. That was amazing. I love that. Even with the cut content, it was disappointing that the cut content was only 1 chapter. They kind of made it, like from my memory from watching the trailers, it seemed like there was gonna be a lot of new stuff. So I was like, oh my god! And they said there was gonna be multiplayer, but that still hasn't came out yet. And also mods for like the like if you use Overwolf or wherever the hell it's called. And I haven't seen much of that. So don't know when that's happening. I'm definitely gonna do it with Demise if the multiplayer comes out, but I haven't seen any updates about it or anything about it really, so they're still working on it, I'm hoping. Just kind of disappointing. And since we're in my notes, it's around October, I will mention the FNAF movie came out. I loved the FNAF movie. I never really talked about it on the channel, but I will say I posted like that picture of me in my suit. Loved it. That FNAF movie was amazing, and I'm glad that they're making a second one. So I can't wait for that. That has been my wallpaper since the movie came out. I was just the screenshot of the Springtrap character. I was just like waiting every day to watch it, and it was worth the wait. Honestly, that was amazing. Did 123 Slaughter Street with Kotaro, and then I wrapped it up on my own. I will confirm that we will do the second one with Kotaro, and I'm actually gonna try to. We are gonna try to beat the game like right then and there. So whether it's gonna be a one-off or parts, it's gonna be with me and Kotaro the entire experience. Hopefully, hopefully something doesn't terribly happen while doing it. But that is the plan. The Evil Within started that this year. Haven't finished it. I don't know if this would be a spoiler, but I can at least confirm that I'm pretty sure it's going to be done in 2 more videos. But don't be worried. I still have the DLC to do. There's like a DLC we played as Kidman. So I'm going to have to go through that immediately after I finish The Evil Within. And then there's like another DLC, but I think it's just for like, that'll probably be like a 1 video looking at it. I did Batman Arkham City. Pretty good. I just generally like the Batman games. I'm a big Batman guy. I may not show it on the channel because, of course, I don't play Batman games all the time. But he's my favorite superhero, so I love Batman. So in playing that was just me having fun because I like the character. So we played Batman. We actually finished it this year. I think I said it in the Arkham game or Arkham video, the most latest one. I was like, I'm glad I was able to wrap it up this year. I didn't want to carry it to next year. I did Survive the Nights. That survival game I did with Demise. That was fun. Unluckily, the past 3 Mondays have either been in the Christmas season or I have to upload something else on them. I'm counting the Monday tomorrow as well. So, but I will confirm the next Survive the Nights video is going to be the last Survive the Nights video. So it's going to be a finale. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I'm definitely going to edit. It's going to be a bit longer, I think. I don't know. But it's definitely going to be the last Survive the Nights video. And also Lethal Company came out. I love that game so much. I constantly keep playing it with friends. I can't stop playing it. I love Lethal Company. I don't want to keep uploading videos of it, but I might. I don't know. I just generally enjoy my experience. I also forgot to list off the Christmas games I did this year. I did Tattletale and Krampus, and also like a few other one-offs, but Krampus was like the main one, I would say, because Widget gifted it to me, and also it was like the main Christmas game, I would say, for this season. It was alright. I wish I could do the multiplayer, but no one has it, so. And, other news I would bring up is, like, stuff to look forward to for next year. Stranded Deep, that game I dropped a long time ago. Picking it back up, but this time I'm with my friend Alex, or it's going to be a me and him let's play, and that's the only time where I can enjoy that game, because if you're struggling in real life, it's fun to do it with another person with you. So, and I definitely have recorded a bunch of videos, but I just haven't gotten the time to upload those. So now I'm just going to upload them next year, basically. Other stuff to expect from the future, other than the stuff I listed? Not much. Nothing too crazy. I've been wanting to do projects, but once again, it's just when I can do them, or if I should do them. There's always been that one series of if I can be social. Or I haven't really picked a good name out, but it's something social, because I'm not social. I'm a very shy person, and playing online things, I get like very scared, basically. And I was thinking about doing it with Lethal Company, but even then I chickened out, because I just can't play with strangers. It freaks me out for some reason. I don't know. That's always been like an ideal as a series to do with other games, but I just never done it, because I don't want to subject myself to it. And also just in general video projects I've been wanting to work on. But Left 4 Dead 2 is going to be holding my plate. And also doing Best of 2023 is going to be holding my plate, because I'm actually editing it still. I'm still editing it. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not late on upload tomorrow. But tomorrow, expect that. It's going to be the funniest, not funniest because I'm not funny, but it's going to be the funny moments of 2023. I'm going through all of the videos I've gone through, which is why I wrote down all the names. Bringing the notebook back, by the way. I dropped this at some point on the channel, but I'm bringing this back because now I have a pencil. I lost my pen. And other stuff, I don't know. I'm not really that keen on making like promises because I'm always worried that I'm never gonna live up to them. I did get Barkura. I don't know how to pronounce it. Bakuro or whatever the hell it's called. It's a game where you play as two people, two kids, and they have different perspectives on each side. And I was gonna play that with Kotaro as a let's play. Another thing that I'm unsure if I should say because I'm unsure if it's gonna happen, but Castle Crashers, that fun haha game, definitely gonna do that with Demise, Nolan, and Cloudy, because we all have the game now and we have been talking about doing it together. So that's another series to looking forward to. And one last thing, Bad Dream. If you know that game, they made another Bad Dream game, and I have it, so I'm definitely gonna play it. So look forward for that if you cared about that point and click adventure, not adventure, point and click horror, because Bad Dream is fun. This video is a lot longer than I expected, and I don't know if it's a good video because I'm just talking about stuff I did. It's a recap video, so hopefully it's not like that terrible to go sit through. But that's pretty much what to expect, and that was pretty much 2023. For me, it was pretty mellow, but the videos and the Let's Plays were pretty amazing, I would say, and pretty diverse. So I at least gotta say the channel is doing well. We're almost to 400 subs, so that's amazing. I'm almost gonna beat Cloudy. Because Cloudy has 500, and he didn't earn them. He just got a shout out, and then he doesn't upload. He was just like, I just have it. But 400 subs is gonna be amazing. Don't know what I'm gonna do to celebrate it, but just 10 more subs and I get it. So that's gonna be crazy. So I don't know when that's gonna happen. But yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If other places you can see me on, which sounds weird saying that out loud, is Loud Ghost. Loud Ghost streams almost every Saturday. Sometimes he doesn't stream, and other times he goes on like long vacations. But when he does stream, I'm 90%. I'm always there. And everyone that I've mentioned is going to be linked in the description below, unless they don't have a YouTube channel and they're just my casual friend. But everyone that does, like Demise, they're going to be linked in the below if you want to check out the stuff they do. Can't wait to see how 2024 is going to be. That's going to be exciting. As I said at the beginning, but I'll say it again. Hope you guys have a good year. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next year. See ya!